Hi everyone, how are you all? So my name is Ishashpal and welcome to my channel Mass Pirates. In previously we have started a chapter that is properties of triangle. In properties of triangle we have covered two concepts, area of triangle and sine rule. In area of triangle we have discussed the standard formula of for area of triangle and some of its variations in different conditions. And from the concept of area of triangle, we have understood the concept of sine rule, which is very important for a triangle A, B, C, whose its angle is A, its angle is B, and its angle is C. Okay, its opposite side of angle A. Let me take it as small a, small b, and it is small c. Okay. As per the sine rule, which was derived from the concept of area of triangle, sine rule says that A by sine A is equal to B by sine B is equal to C by sine C. This is the most important formula which is going to be useful in understanding the further concepts as well as solving many numerical questions. Okay. So by these two concepts was being covered in the previous video. So in today's video, we are going to understand the further concepts which are interlinked to these concepts. Okay. Let me consider triangle A B C. Let me consider triangle ABC. Let me take its side as small a, this side as small b, its side as small c. Now let me draw a perpendicular from vertex A on side BC. Let me consider this point as A dash. And let me draw another perpendicular from B on AC. Let me name it as B dash. And another perpendicular from vertex C on AB. Let me call it as C dash. A dash is perpendicular to BC. B dash is perpendicular to AC, and C dash is perpendicular to AB. Okay, I have drawn the altitudes of triangle which intersect at a point. Okay, this point is not a matter here. Here understand A is nothing but BC, right? BC is nothing but of length A. A is equal to BC. BC can be written as BA dash plus A dash C. BA dash plus A dash C, where BA dash this length plus A dash C this length. BA dash plus A dash C is nothing but BC, which is nothing but A. So A is nothing but BA dash plus A dash C. Okay, this is our first equation. Now in triangle A dash B. Okay, A dash B, right angle at A dash. B A dash by A B. B A dash by A B, base by hypotenuse with respect to this angle B. Angle C, angle A. With respect to this angle, this is nothing but base, it is nothing but hypotenuse. B A dash by A B, base by hypotenuse, which is nothing but cos. Cos of angle B, right? B A dash can be written as AB first parameter B A dash has C cos B. So let's see about A dash C. Let me consider triangle A dash C. Angle such that angle A dash C is equal to 90 degrees. It's right angle at A dash. Okay. With respect to angle C, now we are going to see with respect to angle C. A dash C by A dash AC. A dash C by AC is nothing but, with respect to this angle, this is nothing but base, this is nothing but hypotenuse. Base by hypotenuse. Cos C. Cos C. A dash C is equal to B cos C. AC is nothing but B. AC is nothing but B. B cos C. Here we got two values. This B A dash is equal to C cos B and A dash C is equal to B cos C. Again, we are going to substitute these two values in this equation. So what we are going to get? A is equal to B cos C plus C cos B. This is our first formula. Let me write it aside. A is equal to B cos C plus C cos B. Okay, this is our first formula. Secondly, I have considered this side. Similarly, we will consider this side. Now, let me consider B side. B is nothing but AC. So B can be written as AC. AC is nothing but AB dash plus B dash C. AB dash plus B dash C, which is nothing but AC. AB dash plus B dash C. So with respect to what we have done, we have found the value of these two values and we have substituted this to this equation and we got a formula that is A equal to B cos C plus C cos B. In the same manner, the same method I am going to repeat with respect to side AC, whose length is B. Consider triangle A B dash B. A B dash B, which is right angle at B dash. Okay, it's a right angle triangle. So here, with respect to angle A, we are going to see with respect to angle A. So B dash A. This is what we have to find the value. So B dash A or A B dash by A B. A B dash by A B. With respect to this angle, base is hypotenuse. Base by hypotenuse, which is nothing but cos A. A B dash is equal to A B. C cos A. Here we got the value of A B dash. A B dash its length, which is nothing but C cos A. Similarly, for triangle B dash C, right angle at B. So this is going to be the hypotenuse and B dash C is going to be the base, which we have to find out. So B dash C by BC is equal to cos C. So B dash C is equal to A cos C. So successfully we have found the value of both A B dash, which is nothing but C cos A, and B dash C, which is nothing but A cos C. Let us substitute these two values here. So I am going to get another equation, that is A cos C C cos A, which is nothing but it's our second formula. Let me write it as B is equal to A cos T plus C cos A. Okay, similarly, the same procedure is followed considering the side AB, whose length is C. Considering the triangle AC dash C, and we are getting the value of AC dash. And considering this triangle C dash B, we are going to get the value of C dash B. Let me put the values. Considering this side, we are going to get the value of B cos A, and this value we are going to get this value as A cos B, which is nothing but this value, this side, this length plus this length is nothing but length of this side, which can be taken as C is equal to A cos B plus B cos A. So here are our other three principles which explains the relation between sides and angles of a triangle. Here we can able to establish a relation. Either it may be a form of a sine rule as well as these principles. See, the sides and angles are both are interlinked to each other, so that by understanding the link between these two criteria, sides and angles, by understanding the criteria of these two things, we are able to understand, we are able to cover further concepts like this. When we observe here, these A, B, C, these are our sides. A, B, C, these are our angles. But these are interlinked to each other in many ways. Either it may be of a sine rule as well as these principles and many more. In further we will understand very clearly how these are interlinked in some other ways also. See, when we know two sides and two angles, two sides and their opposite angles, we can able to find the third side. If we know the values of two sides, let me consider B and C. It means when we are given the length of any two sides, suppose B and C, and they have given their opposite angles, means angle B and angle C, it will be easy for us to find side A applying this formula. Okay. Let me erase it. First, we have covered area of triangle, and second, sine rule, and third, these principles. So these principles are going to be very useful in understanding further concepts. In mathematics, every concept is interlinked. There is no such thing that these concepts are important, these concepts are not important, these are useful, these are not useful. These concepts will be appeared in exam, these concepts will not be appeared in exam. There is no such criteria in mathematics as well as in any subject also. Covering all the concepts with crystal clear understanding is the most important aspect, so that you can enrich your skills in understanding anything. Okay. Now, these are the three major formulas which I am going to use in understanding further concepts. Not only these formulas, I am going to prove the same principle using huge many methods. Suppose there is a formula in textbook, they have given one derivation. Here I'm not only cover the same derivation, but also I will use different logics in proving the same formula, so that your thinking ability will be enhanced like anything. Okay, so these are the three principles that you have to remember: area of triangle, sine rule, as well as these three principles. Let me put as equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. By using these principles, I'm going to extract some other principles also. See the magic. Let me consider the first equation and second equation. B cos C plus C cos A is equal to A, which is our first equation, and A cos C plus C cos A is equal to B, which is our second equation. Now what I am going to do, I am going to solve these two equations. Let me multiply this whole equation with A and this whole equation with B. So what I am going to get, AB cos C plus AC cos A is equal to A square. AB cos C plus BC, one minute, B cos C plus C cos B. B cos A is equal to B square. Okay, what I am going to do here we got a common term, that is AB cos C and AB cos C. What I am going to do, I am going to subtract these two so that these both will get cancelled, and when we take C as common, A cos B minus C cos minus B cos A is equal to A square minus B square. So A cos B minus B cos A is equal to A square minus B square by C. Let me consider it as fourth equation. Now solving fourth equation and third equation. Here we got fourth equation, that is A cos B plus minus B cos A is nothing but A square minus B square by C. And third equation, that is A cos B plus B cos A is equal to C. Now I am going to solve these two equations. Solving these two equations is very simple. We need not apply our brains also. First of all, let me add these two equations. 2A cos B is equal to A square minus B square by C plus C. So cos B we are going to get as A square plus C square minus B square by 2AC. We got one formula. Cos B is equal to A square plus C square minus B square by 2AC. You all might know how to solve the linear equations in two variables as well as in three variables, as well as in fourth variable or numeral variables, whatever it may be. You know, ultimately you know the logic how to solve the simultaneous equations. Say there may be two variables or three variables. Hardly, maximum there will be three variables. The same logic I have applied for these formulas also. First of all, I have to these two equations. I have used linear equations method and I got this equation. And I took the third equation and fourth equation. I solved these two, and what I got is cos B value. Similarly, let me substitute this value in third equation. Let me erase all this thing. So here we got the value of cos b, that is a square plus c square minus b square by 2ac, or it can also be written as b square is equal to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b. It is another formula. Like these three formulas, it is another formula. In many problems, this formula is applied directly, and even in physics also, in analyzing some of the physical situations dealing with which we will deal with mathematics ultimately, and either in understanding vectors as well as vector analysis. Here this formula is going to be very useful. Now we got the value of cos b. I am going to substitute in equation 3. C in equation 3. C is equal to a cos b. C is equal to a into a square plus c square minus b square by 2ac plus b cos a. Okay. Now c is equal to a square plus c square minus b square by 2c plus b cos a. Sending this to this side, we are going to get b cos a is equal to a square b square plus c square minus a square by 2c. So sending b this side, I am going to get 2bc. Here we got another formula. Okay. Here we have two variables, cos b and cos a. I have found cos b and substituted in equation 3, and I got the value of cos a. Here we got two values, cos b and cos a. Okay. Let me write those formulas again. Cos b is nothing but a square plus c square minus b square by 2ac. It can also be written as b square is equal to a square plus c square. Now let me write it finally. Here is one formula, and cos a is equal to b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. Okay, we got cos a and cos b. Now all we need is to find the value of cos c in terms of all the sides. I am going to choose any one of these equations, either equation 1 or equation 2, because there is no variable here cos c to find. So let me take first equation. A is equal to b cos c plus c cos b. Okay. A is equal to b cos c plus c into cos b. Cos b is nothing but a square plus c square minus b square by 2ac. Here c gets cancelled. B cos c is equal to a minus a square plus c square minus b square by 2a. So ultimately, simplifying this thing, we are going to get cos c as a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab. So here are three other new formulas which are used directly in solving many numericals as well as understanding furtherly. See, each and every concept I am trying to cover with in-depth derivation and its importance. I am not only try to derive it with single principle. I am going to prove it with multiple principles also. It means proving the same formula in two or three methods. I am going to discuss all those methods in further videos also. So you need to listen each and every video carefully. So what I am going to do, I am going to modify all these three equations. On modifying all these equations, on modifying this equation, I am going to get b square is equal to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b. And modifying this equation, I am going to get a square is equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. Okay. Next, c square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. Here these three are other formulas which are derived from these three. Either you may remember these formulas as well as these formulas. Remembering is not a matter. Its logic is very simple. When we consider variable b, right, we need to remember the structure. Suppose let I consider the variable b, the alphabet b. The RHS side we need to write the same structure, but we should not take b. A square plus c square minus 2 ac cos b. Its structure will be like this. Suppose let me consider here b. In RHS we should not take b. So what we have here variables, we have two variables. When we remove b, a and c. Basically three sides a, b, c as per the triangle. When we consider here b, we have other two sides a and c. So we need to write it here. A, c, ac, cos. Here cos is nothing but we need to take this capital, which is nothing but b square is equal to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b. Similarly, consider a, forget a and write b and c. But angle should be in capital of this letter. That's it. Remembering is not a matter. Similarly, these three principles also. When we consider side A, b cos c plus c cos b. B is equal to a cos c plus c cos b. When we take b, we should forget about b. Writing RHS. We need to take a and c. A cos c plus c cos b. Let me write its structure also. Any variable is equal to any variable into cos plus any variable into cos. Okay, let me consider b. Here b, we took b. Remaining are a and c. So a, c, c, a. B is equal to a cos c plus c cos a. That's it. It's not a matter to remember this formula. These are easy to remember. Just like simple. So whatever the these three principles, these are called as cosine rule. Very important. We have learned area of triangle, sine rule, and these three principles, and cosine rule. Sine rule and cosine rule. These are going to be useful in everywhere, either in physics as well as in mathematics. So these principles, these formulas are nothing but these are considered as cosine rules. These are cosine rules and a by sine a. is equal to B by sine B is equal to C by sine C, which we have discussed previously. It's nothing but sine rule. Sine rule, cosine rule. These both are like brothers. These two are going to be useful everywhere, as well as in mathematics, as well as in physics. These two are very important things. So that's it for this video, and wait for my next video. Until then, bye.